Hello everyone. Through this video we are going to work on our first assignment जिसके अंदर हम लोगों ने थ्योरी सेशन में भी डिस्कस किया है कि हम लोग 5 प्रॉब्लम्स को टैकल करेंगे. So let's begin with, let me share my screen. So the first problem statement is write a C program to print success is always on the console. So I'm moving into the Turbo C IDE. ऑलरेडी टर्बो सी को कैसे यूज करना है ये पहले वीडियो में मैं शेयर कर चुका हूं. So I'll be going with a new program. Include stdio.h. I'll use void main, and inside this I'll say printf success is always. Before printing this, I'll use clr to clear the screen, and for that purpose I'll include conio.h, and after this I'll use a function get a character. I'll save my program. Now we'll be doing saving of the program as per the discussion made in the theory class. So here in the video demonstration, I'm saving all the programs with the name as demo, then number.c. Right. Okay, let's compile it. Compiler is happy with the code, and if I run the code, it clears the screen, print success is always, and waiting for a key press. And now it comes here. Right. Now before moving into the second program, what we are going to do is इस फाइल को हम लोग सेव एज कर लेते हैं एज अ form.c नाम से, राइट, एंड जिसके अंदर से ये प्रिंटफ में निकाल रहा हूँ. सो ये मेरा form.c will be the proforma for each of my next code. We will not waste the time in including stdio.h, conio.h, void main, clr, and getch. ये अपना readily available entity रहेगा, right? Okay, आगे बढ़ते हैं next code के लिए. The next code problem statement is write a C program to print your name, email ID, mobile number, birth date, and address on console. So to manage the solution of this, we'll be using variety of or various printfs to print this information. So let's move into the code window, and now this time, as it is a second program, I'll open form.c file first, and we'll save it as demo2.c. And here I'll go on. First is I'm printing first my name, then next printf I'll be printing my email ID, through next printf. We discussed already the escape sequences in a class. I'll print my mobile number, through next printf I'll be printing my address. I guess one more field is pending, mobile number, birth date. Okay. Before printing address, let me print birth date. And it's, let's say, 7 September. Right? Okay. Saving my code as demo2.c. Let's compile it. Compiler is happy. Run karte hain. This is the information that we have printed with the help of this code. Simple code जहाँ पे more than one printf we have used, and we have used the escape sequences for printing new line. Right. Let's save this and come out of this. Let's see the next problem statement. Problem statement number 3. Write a C program to declare and initialize variable of each primary data type and display data and size memory requirement of every data type. We have seen this in a theory session, that what are the different primary data types are there and what are their memory requirements are. So let's write a code and check it here. I'll be opening a file known as what, form.c. उसी को सेव एज करेंगे demo3.c नाम से, and then here I'll go on declaring the data of each primary data type starting with character C1, initialize करते capital A से. I'll go with short S1, initialize करते value as 12. Integer I1, I'll initialize it with 14. Long L1, I will initialize it with 32. Float F1, I'll initialize it with 1.23. Double D1 will initialize it with 2.34. And one more is there, long double, let's say LD1, I'll initialize it with 3.45. Right? Now this various data types variables has been declared and they are initialized with some values. Now we need to go on printing it, like what are the value is there and what is the size of that data type, right? So printing the value will use corresponding format specifier. Let us say character का value print करना है, तो I'll be using %c, and sizes will be in terms of bytes. So we want to print it in digit format. So value of c collect करो from c1, and size of c1 will be calculated with size of keyword followed by c1 as a parameter. Check करते हैं इसको करके. So compiler is giving me warning for rest of the 6 variable definitions कि उनको define किया पर अभी तक use नहीं किया, right? Okay, run करते हैं. So value is a, size is 1, right? Okay, थोड़ा सा change करते हैं. Size of की जगह पे size is लिख दिया. Right, now what I'll do is, let's move towards next one. Simple task. Please observe how to copy the statement. I'm selecting it and selecting here as a copy, and जहाँ पे paste कर रहे हैं वहाँ पे cursor लेके जाके paste it, right? And one more statement I need, paste, right? Okay. Now what we'll do is, abhi value of short is indicated by what %d. So यहाँ पे करेंगे S1, sorry, S1, and this is size of S1. Next is value of I1. Integer is printed with the help of %d. So we'll go with I1 and the size of I1. I hope you are getting this. It's already been discussed in theory session. Next is long ka value. Its format specifier is LD. So here we'll go with LD1 and size is LD1. Right. Float के लिए format specifier is %f, and here the variable name is f1 and we want to print size of f1. Double के लिए format specifier is lf, the variable name is d1 and the size of d1. Last one is long double के लिए, it's lf, capital LF, and then we have the variable name as ld1 and the size of ld1. right? Let's save it, compile it, right? Compiler still gives a warning. L1 is okay. Where it's LD1. Oh, sorry. Long के लिए the variable name was L1 and long double के लिए variable name was LD1, right? Okay, let's save it again and compile it. Compiler is happy. Let's run the code. Okay. Now what is missing here that you can identify that we haven't used \n here to print each and every statement on a new line. And that's why it's printing continuously these things, which is quite looking ambiguous, right? So it is always better to go on printing the entities in a desired form by using escape sequences. So I'm using \n. Let's save it, compile it, and run it. And now it is in the desired form. Please observe the values of various data types and their corresponding sizes in terms of byte. Okay, let's close this after saving. And let's move towards the next problem statement. So next problem statement is write a C program to design a simple arithmetic calculator. Accept two integer numbers from user and perform following operations on it. So addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and mod or remainder. So it's a program where we'll be getting introduced with respect to scanf function as well. Right. Okay. So let's see. Again, open the file known as form.c. Save it as demo4.c. Okay. We need two numbers. So let's declare integer number 1 comma number 2. And for the result, I'll have the variable as a result, right? Okay. So now in this case, what I'll do is first I'll prompt the user, enter number 1. Let's accept it with the help of scanf. Already how to use a scanf we have discussed. Accept it in digit form and store it at address of number 1, right? Same thing for number 2 I'll do. Enter number 2, scan it in digit format and store it at address of number 2. Now both the numbers are available with us. हर बार हम लोग ये चेक करेंगे कि अपना स्टेप वाइज प्रोग्रामिंग एग्जीक्यूशन हो रहा है या नहीं, राइट? So what I'll do is saving it, compiling it. Till this point compiler is happy. रन भी करके चेक करते हैं दो नंबर एक्सेप्ट हो रहे हैं या नहीं. Let's say 12 and let's say 34. So now two number का acceptance तक program is working, right? Okay, now let's give a try for performing first operation, that is addition. Result is equal to, I'll say number 1 plus number 2. Arithmetic operations करने and उसके बाद हम लोग result print करेंगे. Addition is कौन से format में, digit format में, and the result is there in result नाम का variable. So let's check. So here we'll go with 24 and here I'll say 6. The addition is 30. Means addition is perfectly working, right? Okay. Now we'll go with next operation. The result is equal to number 1 minus number 2, right? Okay. And here this subtraction result will print as subtraction is %d and the result is presented result as a variable. Next is one more operation, result number 1 multiplied by number 2. and here we'll go with printing it as multiplication is %d, and we'll print it as a result, right? Okay. Now next one is result number 1 divided by number 2. This will give us quotient. So we'll be printing it accordingly. And we'll say like quotient is, and here it's a %d, and the result is there in result as a variable. Next, to get a remainder in division operation, number 1 mod number 2, printf remainder is %d, and remainder is present in result, right? Okay, please see how systematically the code is looking. You need to write the code in such a way that it should looks work to karna hi chahiye, it should look also very nice, right? Okay, so use proper indentation, use for proper line spacing for different tasks that you are performing in your code, right? Okay, now here if you observe my code, in this case this goes with the data declaration part. This is acceptance of number 1, number 2, and then each and every result operations I'm doing like this by keeping one space in between, right? Okay, so it looks nice. Let's check whether it's working properly or not. First number is 10, next number is 3. Addition is 13, fine. Subtraction is 7, multiplication is 30, quotient is 3, and the remainder is 1. Wow, it's working, right? Okay, so through this we get an experience of using arithmetic operations, using scanf, using printf, and how to display the results. Okay, so now let's save it, close it. Close करने के लिए Alt F3 is the key, right? Okay, and let's see now the next code. Last code of this assignment, and that is write a C program to accept radius of a circle, calculate area and circumference of the circle, and display it, right? So radius value को accept करना है, area calculations करेंगे, and circumference का भी calculation करेंगे, and will display it on console. So let's see how to go with. So I'll open form.c again. This time I'll save it as demo5.c, right? Okay, I need one variable, let us say radius, right? As far as possible, give meaningful name to the variables, right? And then we'll have we need a float value, let's say pi value is equal to, initialize karenge 3.14. As this float values are constant values, sorry, pi values are constant value, let us attach one keyword as const for that to indicate that pi value is constant, right? Okay, and double के लिए results हमको चाहिए 2 pi r एक result होगा. As the float value is involved in the result will be of real type or floating point type, right? So you can use either a float or a double as a data type or long double as a data type to hold area of circle as well as circumference of the circle, right? Okay, so let's see how to go with. My first task is to accept radius from the user. Scanf, it is in %d format and store it at address of radius, right? Okay, now area calculation, we know that pi r square, so I'll use pi multiplied by radius multiplied by radius, right? Okay, and print करेंगे area of circle is, and I want to print it in double format, so I'll use LF and will print the value of area, right? And circumference 2 multiplied by pi value multiplied by radius. Please say how the arithmetic can be done. Printf of circle is again in percent LF, right? And we need to display the value of circumference. Let's go on checking whether it works or not. Save the code, compile the code. Compiler is happy. Run करके check कर दें. Radius value is, let us say, 100. So I'm able to see area of the circle is 100 का square 10,000 multiplied by 3.14. Yes, the area of circle is 31400 point. Next 6 digits. We have seen it already. कि floating point number जब display करेगा, तो it goes on displaying what? 6 digit का precision after dot. So, okay, save it and come out of this set. Okay, so please do all this code. If you come across any of the error, take a snapshot and forward it to me immediately. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day. Thank you very much.